I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
What's up guys, Sal here. So the Galaxy S23 Ultra has an amazing battery life. It's so good that it's really hard to completely deplete the battery in a day of heavy use. In fact, in various battery life tests, the phone came so close to beating the iPhone 14 Pro Max for the best battery life. In many speed tests as well, including the one I did a few days ago, the phone managed to outperform the 14 Pro Max for the fastest phone on the planet. But you see, when it comes to speed tests, there is this one guy who does it better than everyone else because he relies on robots rather than humans to conduct the tests. These robots are calibrated for one purpose: to verify the speed of opening and execution of some specific tests and applications. You see, Phonebuff did a speed test between the S23 Ultra and the iPhone 14 Pro Max. It's been 1244 days, which is nearly 3.5 years since an Android smartphone has beaten a flagship iPhone in the first round of a Phonebuff speed test. But that finally changed with the S23 Ultra, where the phone beats the 14 Pro Max in the first test, which involved how quickly the phone opens the apps and executes some specific tests. The second test is to check the RAM management, and here the iPhone was quicker. But there's a catch. Both phones were able to keep all the apps open. The only reason the iPhone won is that Android phones require a double swipe to exit a game, whereas the iPhone only requires a single swipe. So technically the test isn't a tie, but the S23 Ultra is indeed a superior handset and managed to do what no Android phones were able to do in the past 3.5 years. Moving on, we have a couple of key informations about Samsung's next watch, the Galaxy Watch 6. First, about its design. The Watch 6 will feature a curved glass design instead of the flat one on the Watch 5. This is great news because a curved display will give the Samsung watches a sleeker look when compared to its current offerings. The Watch Active series was one of the best looking watches out there, so glad that Samsung is going back to that design. Not sure whether or not we would see the same with the Watch 6 Pro though. You also have the battery capacities of the Watch 6, and it's getting 5% bigger this time compared to the Watch 5. Again, we don't have the battery capacities of the Watch 6 Pro yet, but that will surely change in the coming days, so be sure to subscribe to keep up with all the latest updates. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.